So Mocha asked this question. She said, how soon should you introduce your children to the person you're dating? And part B is also, is it important for your family input on your love life? So for question 1, how soon should you introduce your children to the person?
You know, it's funny that she mentions that because I was watching like something on YouTube over the weekend, like, you know, women were complaining sometimes that the men are not introducing them to their family, sometimes not at all, or maybe a year or 2 into dating. When it comes to your children, it all depends how serious you are with the person. I say 6 months, maybe.
So for Mocha and everybody else out there, Miss Stacy says 6 months.
And it also depends on how serious it is. If it's just someone you're just dating casually, actually, they shouldn't even, to me, have any kind of interaction with your children if it's not going to be something serious. Because you could date and keep that outside of your children if it's not going to be serious. But that's just my opinion. But if it's going to be serious, I think you should introduce them to your children maybe 4 to 6 months.
And then part B was how much input should your family have in your love life?
0. 0.
So there you have it. So Mocha and everybody else out there, that's the answer to your the question.
That's just me, because I feel like a lot of times your family and your friends, then it all depends. I mean, yeah, they're looking out for you, but sometimes they get too much into your business, and a lot of couples break up because of that. So I really feel whoever you're in a relationship with, that's who you deal with. You shouldn't even ask for advice from anyone because it's your relationship.
And for everybody else out there, number for the studio was 718-393-5385. Just call us up. Let us know what you think about that subject. So we want to thank Mocha. She's usually in the chat every week. Okay. So we, for those that are just checking in, we put her on the spot. She was asking us for topics, so we asked her for a topic. So she asked the question, how soon should you introduce your children to the person that you're dating? So for those that are checking in now, that's the question that we're talking about. So I want to welcome Tommy to the gallery. Congratulations to him. Officially a chef.
All right. I like shrimp. All right, I'm just putting it out there. Thanks.
And I want to welcome Alvina, Marcel. Happy birthday to your daughter once again, Marcel. Happy birthday to LJ once again, that's Bonita's son. And I want to welcome Onika to the gallery, as well as Rose and everybody else checking in. So y'all can let us know what y'all think about that as well.
So what about your answers to the questions? How soon, if you're dating a young lady, if you had children, do you think, or even to your family?
I don't think I wouldn't put a time limit on that. I would just say. So
if you're dating somebody a week, you're gonna introduce them to your family and everybody?
It depends on the how serious it is. Like I'll add to what you said at the end. It depends on how serious it is. So that would determine whether you introduce the person you're dating to your children or not. If I would say just wait till you actually know that this is sure, because women should not, and I always encourage women, even like a person that I'm just friends with, right? I don't want to be around their children, because I just feel like women should try to keep men away from their children. I agree. Even if it's just unless it's somebody that's a very, very good friend, and that
that's different.
They're around. That's different. But if it's just somebody that and your friends, like I always tell women, keep multiple men around away from your children, because as an adult, you can see clearly what's going on. A child doesn't, can't perceive that as yet. So all they're seeing is that their mother has a bunch of guys around.
But a lot of times people feel like their kids are not paying attention, and their kids are paying attention, and their kids remember these things, even if they're young, and they say, wow, mommy had different boyfriends over a lot. So sometimes it sticks in their head, like.
That's exactly
and
right.
They live it out when they're an adult. A lot of girls, let's say they're very promiscuous. They're dating guys too. Maybe like, wow, I saw my mom or even saw my dad with a lot of different women. Kids remember these kind of things, and sometimes they look at you negatively as their parent too.
Or not even negatively. They just think that that's the normal flow.
No, some kids blame their parents. If they turn out that way, they blame their parents. Like, oh, I saw you have a different man every night, or a different what. Sometimes they do. So you have to be very careful what you do around the kids, especially when they're young. They know what's going on.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't put a time limit on it. I would just say when it's serious. And same thing, even if it's just a platonic friendship, when you know that friendship is solid, then you do that, because like you said, it's impressionable among children. They just see their mother around different men. And nothing's going on with the men, but it's just that they have this perception, like growing up, that they just seeing a bunch of guys around their mother. So,
and it's not even just around. It's like if you're having these men, like let's say even sleep over, your kids know that. They know what's going on.
That shouldn't happen at all.
Yeah, they know. When parents, they know.
I'm just talking about straight up daytime. Like I would,
Yeah, they
if
know.
it's a female that I'm a friend with,
Right.
I don't even want to. I don't want to be around her children because I don't want them to think that
Right.
I'm another one, even though
Right.
nothing's going on. But they, young, they're gonna think that, oh, that's another one. That's because they're not at the age where they could make a difference between what's a friend and what's the relationship to the mother. So that's.
I just think when people are single and they have kids, I think they should kind of keep their dating life kind of on the outside. Not that you're hiding anything, but until you know this is the one for you, because sometimes it's even confusing to the kids.
Yeah.
They might say, oh, Uncle so-and-so was around and now he's not there. How do you explain that to your kid? That
Right.
they're not around anymore. Sometimes they get attached to the person. So
And
how
that-
do you,
right,
they get very attached. So what are you going to do now?
Yeah, all of that. All of that.
Yeah.
Comes into play. So that's why I wouldn't recommend anybody. Rose types this. She says I have always left it up to the children if they are old enough. Have my boyfriend ask or judge if they are ready to ask. I am never stepping between them and his kids. I have been dating for 3 years and have never met them. I know about them, but I'm extremely cool with that. So just wanted to. That's what Rose typed in.
It's different for girls, I think, or women when they're dating. Like they always want to bring their boyfriend over to meet their family, and then most times if it's a Caribbean mother, she'd be like, I don't like him. She doesn't even have a reason. I don't like him, and then you're like, okay. So I don't know. It's different. What do you think for guys? It's different. Would they easier bring a girl around?
They probably Oh, they definitely would. Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah.
And usually because on the flip side, the woman may want to meet his children because women usually jump headfirst into relationships, so they want everything.
And I think that's
from
wrong.
the beginning.
If a
So they
man
want to
has
meet the
kids,
children. They want to be.
You gotta
live,
stay out of
everything.
that because you're not the stepmother. And a lot of women, they come in
Yeah.
right away and if it's the kid's birthday, let me buy it. No, you're not the mother. They have a mother. No, really, you're not the mother, and you have to step back and just be the girlfriend to the father, and not try and be the kid's mother, because that's also a problem.
So we thank Mocha for that topic, for that question. We'll continue we'll continue this talk. Once again, number for the studio is 718-393-5385. So anybody else out there could call us up. Rose, you could have called in and said what you had to say instead of typing it. But everybody else out there, Ruth as well, welcome to the gallery. She says that her son is 36 and he knows what's up, but she tries to respect her Sunday.
Oh boy. See? No, not 36. I mean,
36 is different.
You should be making your own decisions, and who you want to date and who you want to be with, despite what your friends or your family may say. But some people, even when they're in their 30s and their 40s, they still need approval, I guess. I don't know about that, but okay.
The Gallery every Tuesday. Miss Stacy, Nicole Renee, and Badman Benny.